Test. We're doing a test here for bats because we've just done the footy show, and after doing it, he tells us he hadn't switched the volume on. Test bats, test.
And you wouldn't believe it either. We sat for 10 minutes with Kelly White, who was talking about rep netball.
We would have had the biggest viewing ever with all the netball girls. It was good to have someone that knew what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, she did. We had to send you away because you knew nothing about what we're talking about. But what we can guarantee you is that next week we're going to have Kelly White on, and we're going to talk about rep netball. So it's going to be Great Southern Football and Netball Fanatics.
Yeah.
And Kelly is going to be filling us in on how well they went at the country champs. And we want to...
How many we won.
That's right. And we want to wish the A-grade rep, Great Southern Netball Association side, all the best.
Yep.
They're under 17s, the under 15s, under 13s, and under 11s. So we do wish them.
I can't believe it. Kelly was so good.
She was brilliant.
She was brilliant.
You would have loved her.
Yeah. And I think the netball show would have taken off over the top of the Footy Fanatics.
It would have. Well,
yeah, there would have been a regular Sun edition of the.
Yes, the Furo Sun will be all over it. So anyway,
yeah.
But let's get into it.
Let's get in. And we're kicking off down at Bice Oval at 8:15 with our academy side under 15s.
The under 15s.
And that beautifully coached by Bryn Lutz from McLaren Vale, ably supported by Gianni, the runner, who's from Serafino. Apparently he's bringing us a bottle of wine. Gianni, do you remember that? Okay, for us to have in the coach's box. Cookies also helped out, and Camo, and we can't thank David Wynn enough, who's done a brilliant job. I cannot keep putting my glasses on and off, so these are going on.
Right, well,
they're staying there.
Okay, I wish we could put a muzzle around your mouth to sort of stop that. That would be handy. But Gary Cameron, what a star, and also David Wynn. I'm glad you mentioned him because Winnie is absolutely fantastic. He's a bloke that works really hard behind the scenes and does a fantastic job on assembling the under 15 academy, which virtually runs over a good 3 to 4 month period. So there's a real build up to this game, and this is the culmination.
Yeah, a kid that came through that grade, the under 15s, was young Cooper Rogers, who played for South on Saturday against the Eagles, and he now holds the record number of tackles in Australia out of every grade, AFL, VFL, women's football.
How many tackles, John?
He had 25 tackles. Now, all I'll be asking for our under 15 boys is just to lay 4, 5 tackles if you can, and I think we'll win the game. And blokes like I know that can do it is young Tortorello, that'll be playing at full back. Elijah Coop will be on the tools in the back half.
Yep.
And also our set kicker McCulloch from McLaren has been with us last year. And Hutchie at centre half back maybe, and he's been going along beautifully from my Ponga.
What about Jackson Collins? I like him the way he's been working. He's an athlete. He really does work hard. Quite like him in the under 15s.
At least you haven't brought up Kruger this time.
Mason Kruger?
No, he's not playing.
Well, I know he's not playing. So why are you bringing him up?
Well, because apparently on the last show we did, you brought him up.
The one we did 5 minutes ago.
Can we sack Bats?
Bats isn't happy, so just leave Andrew alone.
Oh, well. Does that mean we don't get a drink from him tonight? I tell you what, there's no drinks on the bar tonight.
We're getting a lot of drinks, John. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Now, we'll win that.
Yeah, I think we will. The build-up's been terrific. Yeah. Can't doubt the coaching, and I know the boys really want to play well.
Good stuff. Now, next we go to the girls under junior girls.
Now, this is your backyard, this stuff.
Yeah, the under-17s coached beautifully by Todd Still, assisted by his wife as the manager. And some of our old favourites are there as well in the team with Todd. And he's really excited about this because the growth in the girls' skill has been outstanding.
Well, who are the stars, John?
Well, Bella Rigby for me. Emma Charlton's 14 years old and kicked 6 goals last week in the juniors. And she's Tia Charlton's sister, younger sister. Emily still goes all right too. I hope Lily Baxter plays in Counter Bay, Victor Harbour. She's an absolute gun. Abby Woodland has been in South Development, another one. For me, though, from Goa, well represented, Brianna Maynard just looked beautiful at training the other night. She has got a very, very good leg and can really show the guys up how to kick. Indy Quarrenbar and Darren Heaton have all been played up a decent level. For me, Alyssa Brooke and Maya Overall from Victor are 2 other girls that we'll look to steady the side. So, for me, we wish Todd all the best.
Yeah, we do. And all the girls.
And I think you'll be surprised at the quality.
Right,
okay?
Next game, Griff.
We go on to the boys with Pearso.
Yeah, Tommy Pearson's getting his first chance. And,
well done to Tom.
We talked about David Wynn earlier.
Yes.
But what about the backyard work that Kim Saul does?
Junk dog.
And Rick Brunton. They're terrific the way they manage this age group. And
it's a tough age group, by the way, Michael.
Yeah, but they've assembled a very good side. They'll be around the mark. Yeah. And this is going to be a very competitive match against the southern counterparts. And I do expect us to get the points.
Yes. So this in this grade particularly, definitely. And then we move on to the Open Girls, coached beautifully by Wade Phillips from Wollonga. Great game down at Wollonga on Sunday. The only thing that ruined it was the weather, but it was not many goals scored, but it was a good quality game. And he's got some girls there that can play some decent level football. Rachel Searle, I would expect the captain, and she would probably change with Tess Huxtable in the ruck, and Tess has been playing some good footy for Strath via in Counter Bay.
Well, Leighton would be puffing his little chest out, won't he?
Oh, he'll have a bit
real proud.
Yeah, he will be very, very proud. I really like Catrice Turner. She's a junkyard dog in the middle, and she didn't make herself available for association. Yes, she played association, didn't play the next one after that. She had a 21st. Catrice knows all about that.
But she's playing this
yes,
year.
she's a great leader.
Let's focus on this.
Yes, okay. Forget the past.
Negative.
And another, don't you start. Kalani Bates is a gun from Gore. I really rate her, and she'll be around the mark. And Sophie and Ruby Flanagan Schobergs from the smaller players in the side, but they are very, very good when the ball is on the ground, which apparently, Michael, is most of the time.
Well, it's going to be, because it's going to be wet and slippery, John.
Yes, along with Ali Bailey from the Vale. Tamara Page is a good hard player, and Sheena Peters is a class act. So I'm expecting that Open Girls side to win, and to win well.
Well, let's turn the clock back 12 months ago. We played here. We're at magnificent Strathalbyn, by the way, the home of the Great Southern Football League. We're here.
The home of technology.
12 months ago, we were here, and the only teams to walk away with a win out of all the grades were the women.
Yes.
The Open women and the under-17s.
Yep.
So it's time for the blokes to stand
Step up.
And can our A-grade blokes do it?
Well, we have been let down by a little bit of COVID. I've been working at school taking Cohen Pettit's place. He's got the Logie. And he rang me today and said, just sneak in Luke Hartley from Victor Harbour High. He just an automatic walk in. But I saw Luke today. He's been suffering from COVID as well, so he won't be available. But these blokes here, we've talked about it 5 minutes ago.
What?
Brett Ellis, Tyson Davis-Neal, Callum Tonkin, Matt Dominish, Adam Hunter, Jesse McKinnon and Troy Blackwell. All but Jesse McKinnon. Those blokes put their hand up every time to play association footy.
What role models?
Can we get the rest to do that, Mike?
Well, every year it's the same old story, John.
Is it?
You know, everyone wants to put up there, I can't play this weekend. Oh, this is the long weekend. I didn't know this game was on. You know, it is honestly wearing thin with everyone.
I'm getting married.
Yeah, the Great Southern Football League, you come here, you play in our league, put your hand up and play association. This is our showcase. Get selected, and I think it's time the executive actually drew a line in the sand and said, right, if you can't play that weekend, you miss one the following week, or do something like that. So it'll be very interesting. Well, you could have two, you could have one. It wouldn't worry me. No,
that's a year. That's it.
Let's kick them all out.
Suddenly starting to sound like Roy and Hayes. Just missed a year.
No, don't miss a year. But I don't think it's a very serious subject. I know it's frustrated the coach, but the good thing about Gianni Petrucci, who's got this job, yeah, sure, it's been frustrating with the build-up, with blokes pulling up, the phone just ringing non-stop. I can't do this, something's come up. I forgot, I've got a birthday party I've got to go to. You know, every excuse under the sun. He's now focusing on the positives of who's putting up their hand and how many of these young blokes are really going to stand up and go well.
And that's what I like, the Darcy Scotts, the Luke Mittens, the Lockie Williams, the Marcus Lipperts and Darcy Clifford. Give those boys, just give them a game.
Well, Darcy Clifford, what is he? The informed defender in the competition. You watch him stand up at association level. He'll do it well.
So we talk about those guys that are going to be there,
and
we don't focus on the negatives, Michael.
No, but it's time. But it has to be addressed because it's got to stop.
It's got to stop.
Yeah, blokes just can't come down here, sign to play at a club here, and then not represent the Great Southern Footy League.
And it's pretty. These are the Guernseys that have been representing the Great Southern. Look at that, the old Myponga one when we didn't have an association. So we had to use
that was the Guernsey when we first won.
Yeah.
That was back then the Lovelock Shield.
That
was the jumper. So that is iconic, actually.
Yeah, iconic.
Yes, when the great Brenton Smith was in charge.
Yes.
And he led the team to our first ever a great Lovelock Shield victory. Beautiful. So it was pretty special.
Now, we are here at beautiful Strath, And we've got to thank our sponsors and definitely Flerio Milk. And we send a big shout out again. I've just tried to find out how young Dave Hutchinson's going.
But
so,
get better, mate. We miss you. Give us a giggle.
We need to get to another Melbourne Cup, Hutchie, so you've got to get better. Anybody else that you want to shout out?
Well, I think we've got to mention the umpires. David Popperwell, Alex Kerr, Darren White. They've got the big A-grade game this week.
Yep.
And, of course, one of our favourites. Dennis Rice. He's umpiring the open women. So you watch it. The whistle will get put away. He'll only play the blatant ones and let the players put on the show.
He's a very good umpire, that Dennis Rice.
He is a very good
helps
umpire.
us out immensely.
All right, now, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, well, I think we've covered everything. Association, Bice Oval, be there or be square.
Oh, crikey, haven't heard that before. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see you at the footy.
Yeah.
And don't forget, let's give big support to the netball. We wish you all the best too at the rep. Thanks a lot. See ya.
Cheers. Well done, Bats. Did we give him 10